not like it, ladies and gentlemen. I may not like it. Your King of England may not like it. But it is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. And do you want to know something? There's not a thing that you nor I fact.
You can look it up for yourself, and I'll finish with you if you don't believe me. It's a fact, proved by science again and again, that the worst spreader of disease and pestilence since the brown rat spread the Black Death round Europe in 1492 is your budgerigard.
Mr. Wooster, surely.
Oh, what a little bit of sugar. Going strong?
Yes, I'm in excellent health, thank you.
Good.
And you?
Yeah, in the pink, yes. Seen Bingo lately?
Bingo?
Your nephew?
Oh, Richard, no, not very recently. Since my marriage, a little coolness seems to have sprung up.
Sorry to hear that. Lady Biddlesham all right?
Excellent, thank you, excellent.
I say, you're the owner of Ocean Breeze, aren't you?
Yes. My wife is interested in horse racing, so I now maintain a stable. I understand that Ocean Breeze is fancied, I believe the expression is, for a race which will take place next week at Goodwood.
Goodwood Cup, rather, yes. I've got my chemise on it for one.
Now, look at them! Look at them! Drink them in, comrade! There we have two perfect examples of the class which has trodden down the porter for centuries. Idlers, non-producers. Look at the tall, thin one with a face like a motor mascot. Has he ever done an honest day's work in his life? No. A prowler, a bloodsucker, and I bet he still owes his tailor for those trousers.
Great gift of expression these fellows have, very trenchant.
And the fat one, don't miss him. Do you know who that is? That's Lord Bittlesham, that's who. What has that man ever done except eat 4 square meals a day? I'll leave you with that thought.
The last man to oppose the right of free speech, I refuse to listen to vulgar abuse. Good day to you, Mr. Wooster.
Today, comrades, on the verge of the revolution, the hour is nearly on us when we shall turn their own weapons on our...
Do I know you? What, hey, buddy? Bingo! You're up to, Bingo. I thought your uncle was going to have a fit.
Look at that, Bertie. Isn't she the most wonderful girl you ever saw in your whole life?
Great Scott, Bingo, don't tell me you're in love again.
Bertie, this is the real thing. Her name's Charlotte Rowbottom. Her father wants to massacre the bourgeoisie, sack Park Lane, and disembowel the aristocracy. Can't say fairer than that, can you?
Yes, George, a couple of big gins. And where did you meet this woman?
From the top of a bus. I fell in love, got her address, and then a couple of days later I bought the beard and toddled round to meet the family.
Why the beard?
Well, on the bus, she told me about her father, and I saw that to get any footing at all, I should have to join these Red Dawn blighters. And if I did, I'd have to make speeches in the park, and, well, I might run into dozens of people I knew. Still, it's done me a lot of good with old Rowbottom. He thinks I'm a Bolshevist who has to go about in disguise because of the police. Tell you what are you doing this afternoon?
Nothing special, why?
You can have us all to tea at your flat. I had promised to take them to Lyon's Popular Cafe after the meeting, but money's a bit of a problem these days. You know my uncle got married.
Yes, yes.
Well, ever since he married, he's been spending all his money on her and economizing on me. Bought a racing stable, amongst other things. You're going to Goodwood, are you?
Of course.
Put your last collar stud on Ocean Breeze for the Goodwood Cup.
I'm going to.
Can't lose. I'm going to win enough on it to marry Charlotte. Oh, by the way, about tea.
Bingo, I hardly think...
Well, just with the 4 of us. Charlotte, self, old man Rowbottom, and Comrade Butt.
Who the devil is Comrade Butt?
Small, shriveled sort of a chap. Looks like a haddock with lung trouble. He's sort of semi-engaged to Charlotte at the moment. Till I came along, he was the blue-eyed boy. Oh, well, must push on. You don't know how I could raise 50 quid somehow, do you?
Work?
But, no, I must think of some way. I need to put at least 50 quid on Ocean Breeze. Oh, well, see you later.
Jeeves, I'm worried.
Sir?
About Mr. Little. I won't tell you about it now, as he's bringing some friends of his along for tea this afternoon, and I want you to form your own opinion.
Very good, sir.
I will only say this. It concerns a young lady.
One had surmised as much, sir, bearing in mind Mr. Little's propensities.
Yes. I've only seen a photograph, Jeeves. It may well be that she has a heart of gold. However, the first thing that strikes one about her is that she also has a tooth of gold.
Very good, sir.
Now, Jeeves, about this tea, get some muffins in, will you?
Yes, sir.
Also some ham, jam, cakes, scrambled eggs, and about 5 or 6 wagon loads of sardines.
Sardines, sir?
Sardines. Well, don't look at me, Jeeves. It's not my fault.
No, sir.
Oh, and Jeeves,
Yes, sir?
these friends of Mr. Little's are by way of being revolutionaries. I don't think they'll feel all that comfortable with the idea of me having a manservant.
I understand, sir.
So if we could make out that you and I are sort of, well, chums, I think it might just ease the wheels a bit.
Chums, sir, yes.
Aunt Dahlia, what a old blood relation.
Hello, Bertie, revolting young blot.
To what do I owe the pleasure? I thought you were meant to be in the country.
I am. Are you sober?
There's a judge.
Then listen attentively. I am supposed to be staying at Marsham Manor with Cornelia Fothergill, the novelist. Ever heard of her?
Well, vaguely, as it were. She's not on my library list.
No, she would be if you were a woman. She specialises in rich goo for the female trade. I'm trying to persuade her to let me have our new novel as a serial for my lady's boudoir.
Well, how is the old mag?
Well, the old mag's losing money about as fast as any tasteful magazine for the lady of refinement. A new serial by Cornelia Fothergill would just about save our bacon. But Cornelia's being no help whatsoever. She doesn't say no. She won't say yes. That's why you're coming down to Marsham Manor.
I am?
In person.
What on earth for?
To help me sway her. You'll exercise all your charm. Give her the old oil.
Well, I don't know, old-fashioned blood. I meant to be going to Goodwood.
Well, Marsham in the Vale is next door to Goodwood, you chump. The starter practically waves his flag out of my bedroom window.
Oh, well, that puts a rather different complexion on things. Yes.
Beg pardon, Comrade Wooster, some persons to see you.
Oh, Comrade Wooster, we've heard many stories of your exploits in the fight against capitalism.
Who are these people, Bertie?
Well, Bingo Little, you know.
Do I?
And this, I take it, is Mr. Rowbottom.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, comrades. This is my daughter, Comrade Charlotte, and he's Comrade Butt.
But what?
Comrade Butt yearns for the revolution just like you do.
Comrade Wooster never yearned for anything in his life except a stone-dead cert at 100 to 1.
Oh, you will have your little joke, Comrade Dahlia.
I think I'd better go.
Right.
I don't know what you're up to just now, Bertie, but I shall expect you at Marsham Manor tomorrow. Oh, by the way, when you get there, I've got a little something I want you to do for me.
What sort of little something?
I'll tell you when you get there. Just a little something to help Auntie. You'll enjoy it. Toodaloo, comrades.
Lovely ham, Pop.
Ham, muffins, eggs, all wrung from the bleeding lips of the starving poor.
I say, please.
I wonder the food doesn't turn to ashes in our mouths.
Another sardine, Comrade Butt?
Very well, but only to express solidarity with our Portuguese brothers. And why aren't you sitting down, Comrade Jeeves?
The history of the revolution, Comrade Butt, is the history of putting food on the plates of the proletariat.
Well said, Comrade Jeeves.
Never mind about well said, Comrade Rowbottom. He's behaving like a servant.
Servant? No. We take it in turns, you see. One day I'll do the chores, and then the next day, Comrade Jeeves. It's Comrade Jeeves' day today, isn't it, old pal?
Indeed it is, Comrade Sir. Old pal, chum.
Well, why don't you sit down, Comrade Jeeves, and I'll take over for a bit, show Comrade Butt how it all works.
Very good, Comrade.
Now, who'd like some more tea?
I think you'll find it needs some more hot water, Comrade.
Hot water, right, yes.
From the kettle, Comrade Wooster, of course.
Naturally, Comrade Jeeves. Yes, right, well, no sooner said than what's it.
I'll send you some literature on the subject of the cause, Comrade Jeeves. Perhaps we shall see at one of our little meetings.
Perhaps indeed, Comrade Robot.
I don't know what you've been doing to the cooker, Comrade Jeeves, but I don't seem to be able to get the gas lit.
It's electric, sir.
Oh.
There's something very fishy about these so-called friends of yours, Comrade